What's up, everyone? Sorry I'm late. I was just smoking on hay in the middle of the barn. Yeah. No, but seriously. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another volume of Diarrhea of a Madman. I am your host, Johnny Deneen, and this is my shit show. Uh, so Father's Day just happened, and um, I'm not good at getting gifts. I'm not good at a lot of things. I try hard at a lot of things, but I'm not really good at anything other than probably consumption. I'm good at that. Um, but this Father's Day was awesome. The kids gave me gifts and stuff, and like meaningful cards and whatnot. So it's cool. They're adult kids now. And anyway, one of the gifts I was given is this right here. And if you're only listening, this is called a book. Inside these books are words. Okay. And when you put those words together, they form sentences. And when you read those sentences, a magical, fantastic thing happens. You begin to dream while you're awake. And I think we need to do more reading. I get the audio book thing. If you're trying to learn a subject, whatever, history, sure, audiobook sounds great, but man, to take like I'm reading The Shining. That's the book. It came in a packet of three classic Stephen King novels, Carrie and Salem's Lot. I've talked a lot of shit on Stephen King, um, only because old Stephen King like this shit fucking rules. But then there was a time when he was putting out books like Tommyknockers, where you're just like, get to the fucking point, dude. Um, but not like that in The Shining, because if you've ever seen the movie, this is nothing like it. There's a reason why Stephen King hates the movie, but um, the build up is what you're not getting. The movie, you're just getting the scary psychological. Not gonna hurt you. Just dash your fucking brains in. Um, that part of Jack Nicholson. But there's like the character has more depth. Anyway, um, I think people need to go back to just reading more because it's I don't know. I've bitched about it too much. I had this whole little spiel about going in on people not being able to read, but you know what? Fuck it. If you can't read, that's on you. You're just gonna pass on your fucking stupidness. Hopefully your kids are smarter because I know you'd be fucking. So, sap. Oh, today in history, the Blackhawks, Chicago Blackhawks, represented behind me. Um, they scored 2 goals in 17 seconds against the Boston Bruins in a game seven. I believe it was game seven, was it? I was in Afghanistan when it happened. But 2 goals, 17 seconds to win their second Stanley Cup. That wasn't the first one. The first one was 2010. That's what broke the curse. Yeah. And then I remember when this shit happened. I was in Afghanistan. I was about to do a shift change thing. We were about to get on this little bus and go out to our yard. And where I was at in our lodging, which were just like elevated, like half like turtle shell tents, which never made any sense to me. I was in Iraq in '06, and the fucking living conditions were fantastic. I was even in Ramadi, it was way better than where I was living when I get to Afghanistan in 2013. Fob Shank. Yeah, that's the name of the fucking place. Fob Shank, right near close to Pakistan. RC East is what we called it. Anyway, where the fuck was I? Oh yeah, that's where I was when this was going on. And while you're in these little living areas, they had like little fucking for your Wi-Fi. Signal's weak as shit. There's no way you're watching a movie unless you're like paying outlandish fucking money for it. Anyway, so I'm getting updates. I'm ESPN or something like that. I'm just like refreshing, and uh, there's like, it's like, there's less than a minute left. They're down by 2 goals. I'm like, this game is over with. It wasn't a game 7 because that would have been, yeah. I knew, I figured it was maybe game 6. I thought the Blackhawks, like, well, all right, they lost this one. We got to go on to the next one. So I get on this little bus and go out to our yard, and there we got good Wi-Fi because what we had to do. But I looked this shit up, and all of a sudden it's like final Blackhawks win. I was like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here! I'm like refreshing everything. I'm like, I'm like, this is some kind of psyop. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, holy fuck! Within the time that it took me to get on this little bus to get to my side of the yard in Fobshank, which was about this big, that's where I was, right here, when I made that sign. Sorry, Vader. Um, yeah, I was there when they won that. That's where I did a photo, the one that didn't cost me my rank, but it went viral, and it's me holding my 240 Bravo behind a barrier, blast barrier, if you will. And I painted the Tomahawk C logo in. I didn't have the correct spray paint. I just had what I had. Um, yeah, and then it said Warhawks under it. And if you go back and look at that picture, there's one point in it that really bugs me to this day. The R in Warhawks, I don't complete the little line under the main line in R. You know what I'm saying? There's two parts that come down in the R, the first part. There is no line under that, and it bothers me to this day every time I see that photo. But anyway, it goes viral. I get on WGN. I get interviewed via Zoom, I guess, through some whatever online thing. Uh, but yeah, so congratulations, Blackhawks, for doing it all those years ago and having. You know what? I was gonna talk shit, but that's the way sports go. Your team goes on top, and then they go down, and they. It sucks to have a team in the middle. If you're one of those fans of God, who's one of those teams that's like always good? The Atlanta Braves. I'll use them. I think they won a. Anyway, they're one of those teams that like won the pennant for 15 fucking years straight, and then just couldn't pull off a goddamn World Series win. Not even when they had the best goddamn pitching in fucking baseball with like Glavine and Maddox. Who was another guy that started with an S? I can't remember. Fuck, it doesn't matter. But God, it sucks to be a fan of that kind of organization. If you're always just in the middle, you're good but not good enough. So it's I'll take those 3 Stanley Cup wins from the Chicago Blackhawks uh, to deal with this fucking what shit soup that they've created now. So same thing with the White Sox. Go Sox. Won it in 2007. Haven't done a fucking thing since. But I'm still here. The only one I jumped ship on was the fucking Bears because I just, I don't know. I don't know. I've talked about it before, so I'm done talking about it now. How many minutes are we in? Holy shit. You guys have still been listening to me for almost 10 minutes. Thank you for still being here. We'll move on to what I've been watching. I, uh, I watched a movie. I believe it's on Netflix or HBO Max. I watch all these goddamn streaming things. But the movie is called How to Make a Killing. Uh, Glenn Powell in it. Before we get to that, okay, I'm watching this movie. There's a lot of hats. Everyone's wearing hats. There's multiple ball. There's an FBI agent for some reason wears a ball, and then he never wears a ball cap again. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I was just the way I was in. If you've ever watched the movie or haven't seen it yet, feel like watching it. Be care be careful of that. And then watch. What's with all the hats? They don't play a part in the story, but they're always an Ed Harris completed it for me at the end of the movie, near the end. He's walking through inside his own house. He picks up a hat, puts it on for like 3 steps, and then takes it off. And that's it. I don't know what the fuck A24 is doing, but their leash needs to be pulled back. Their shit is getting a little bit too whatever. It's like they're just okaying every fucking fever dream that comes across their desk, and then they've got this whatever goddamn contract with whomever. They'll just post all their fucking movies. Some of them are hits. Some of them are cool. Other ones just fucking a like, goddamn, dude. Glenn Powell, what's going on with this guy? All of a sudden, he's like the fucking man. Look, he's a good actor in the sense that I can always tell that he's acting. It's working for him. I don't know. Like, I watched. They redid The Running Man. That's on Prime Video. I remember that. And dude, totally not for that. Should have been Tom Hardy, and that would have made it a little bit darker. It would have made it just a little bit that little fucking I don't know. It should have been Tom Hardy, not Glenn Powell. And then Glenn Powell's in this other Hulu show where he's like some uh, throwaway fucking college ball player, and then he comes back and he's got this schnoz. That's a term for like having a huge fucking nose, and nobody's supposed to recognize him. He's using a different name, and he goes back to college. It's necessary roughness undercover is what it is. If you guys ever seen the Scott Bakula movie, Sinbad was in it. A great movie. Kathy Ireland, yeah, she was in that. But that's what it is. It's like necessary roughness undercover, and it's a fucking horrible show. I think I got through like maybe 3 episodes, and it just when he started wanting to fuck his teachers, and as I don't know, he's supposed to be. I don't know, man. I didn't like the show. But go Chicago sports, except for the Bears. Fuck you, no Dolphins. When it comes to the NFL, shit. Guys, we are on to everyone's favorite time. It is titty time. Twitter trending time. What is trending on Twitter? I didn't bring my fucking reading glasses. This is gonna be a problem. LaMelo. Okay, LaMelo is trading. LaMelo who? Is it LaMelo Ball? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Are trading Ball to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who gives up? Those guys, that fucking family. Like, I get it. The majority of them are in the NBA. That takes talent. That takes a lot of push. That takes a mentality from their father that is overdone. I mean, there have been other families that have done that. The Molinas in baseball, the Stahl brothers in hockey, but you don't see those guys' fathers fucking doing what the Ball's father's doing. So I don't know, man. Congrats, I guess, on your trade. I'm skipping over politics shit because fuck all that. You know what else I'm skipping over? WNBA because who gives a shit. Uh, it is getting prettier. I think that's what it was. There's a video of like I think it's a WNBA player. She's like a blonde girl. She's doing this, just uh, uh, and so that make the WNBA prettier and more people will watch it, and then clip it and stuff like that, and make it fun. Um, Bungie. It says gaming, sports, whatever, trending marathon. Well, I'm sorry. I read Bungie right now. I think of those that female getting super banned off that bridge in Brazil. when she thought she was bungee jumping and they didn't hook up the cord, and nobody noticed that the cord wasn't hooked up, even though there's like 3 or 4 people filming. So, you know, it's just your whole reality is right here. Like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking, I don't know, just another reason to bitch about humanity and how much they suck. Venezuela. Oh, they just got hit with a big old earthquake that like shook the whole fucking country to shit. Doesn't that feel like a conspiracy theory? Didn't that Mel Gibson movie with him and Julia Roberts? I think it was called Conspiracy Theory or some shit like that. No, maybe I don't know what it was. But even in that movie, he talks about like the United States having a an earthquake weapon, that kind of thing. So I wouldn't put it past us. I mean, shit, we can go to fucking space that we know of. I mean, you believe that, to the moon and whatnot. We, but the underwater stuff, I think we are way ahead of what anyone really realizes. So, that go to conspiracy theorist right now. That I mean, what better way to ruin a fucking country's infrastructure than earthquake? You tear everything down and blame it on Mother Nature. And then you swoop in with your fucking American based companies and whatever. Hi, we're global tech fucking cement. We can ding da ding. And now we own you. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, what else is going on? Absolute Batman. There's a new Batman game coming out. Oh, a new comic book. A new animated series. Cool. The Scott Snyder based on the award-winning and best-selling DC comic book series, Absolute Bam. I mean, the graphic novels, these things are fucking they're so badass. That's what they're turning into all these movies. So, good on that. I'm glad people are still reading something, right? So, anyway, that's about enough of my shit today. So, we don't have anyone to fuck.